It's the Sightful Spacetop G1.
Billed as the world's first screen-free AR laptop. Quite a claim.
It is.
Right, so the idea is to really unpack this thing for you.
Precisely. Our mission.
Yeah.
Understand the Spacetop G1. I mean, what is it fundamentally? How does this whole screen-free thing actually play out?
And maybe most importantly, why should you care? Why might this be a big deal for, the future of work and tech?
Okay, let's jump right in. The big question first. What exactly is the Spacetop G1?
Okay, so imagine a laptop, but just take the screen off. Completely. No physical screen. Instead, it comes with these augmented reality glasses, hardwired to the base.
Hardwired, okay.
And these glasses project a massive virtual workspace. We're talking like a 100-inch equivalent display that seems to float around you.
100 inches?
Yeah.
Wow, sounds very sci-fi. And who's behind this?
It's a company called Sightful, an Israeli firm. And this isn't their very first rodeo.
Ah, right. They had that earlier version.
Yeah, they showed off an early access model back at CES 2024. So the G1, this seems to be the more polished, consumer-ready version.
Gotcha. So it's moving beyond just a concept. Is it something you can actually buy?
It seems so. It's priced at $1,900.
$1,900. Okay, so it's real, has a price tag. Let's get into the mechanics then. No physical screen. How does this virtual display work? Tell us about the glasses and the OS, SpaceOS.
Right, SpaceOS. So the visuals come from these X-Real AR glasses, which are, as I said, permanently attached.
Right.
Each eye gets a full HD image that's 1920 by 1080 pixels. And importantly, it runs at a 90 hertz refresh rate.
90 hertz is pretty smooth, like a good phone screen.
Exactly. Helps reduce motion sickness or lag. The field of view is 50 degrees diagonal, which they say gives about 42 pixels per degree.
Which means reasonably sharp text.
Should be, yeah. Good enough for productivity, reading documents, emails, that sort of thing. And they do offer custom prescription inserts if you wear glasses.
That's crucial. So you put the glasses on and boom, giant screen. Or is it more than that? You mentioned a 360-degree workspace.
Yeah, it's not just one big static screen in front of you. SpaceOS, the operating system, is designed specifically for this. It's Android-based, but heavily customized for spatial interaction.
So you can, place windows around you?
Precisely. You can arrange your apps, your browser tabs, whatever, in this virtual space that extends nearly all around. It's not just mirroring your desktop like some simpler AR glasses setups.
Okay, that sounds fundamentally different.
It is. The review described the initial feeling once you get the glasses adjusted as remarkably freeing.
Remarkably freeing. I like the sound of that. Less neck craning, maybe.
Potentially, yeah. We'll get to ergonomics. But first, what about the laptop part itself? The bit without the screen. What's that like?
Good question. What does it look like?
Well, it looks pretty much like the bottom half of a standard black business laptop. Sleek, kind of minimalist.
But there must be something different.
There's a noticeable bulge, yeah. On the top lid, which is covered in fabric, that bulge is actually storage for the AR glasses.
Ah, so they fold away in there.
Exactly. Keeps them safe. And that bulge also houses the webcam, a 5-megapixel one.
Okay, interesting design. And those hardwired glasses.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on why they went that route instead of, say, wireless?
It's a choice, definitely. It ensures the glasses are always there, always charged, always paired, no fiddling with connections.
Makes sense. Trade-off for maybe a bit less flexibility.
Perhaps. But the laptop itself is reportedly quite slim, fits in a normal sleeve, so it's still meant to be portable.
Okay, portable, screenless. Let's talk power and software. What's under the hood? What can you actually run on this thing?
Performance-wise, it's using a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip, the QCS8550, with an Adreno 740 GPU.
A mobile chip, then?
Yes, similar to what you'd find in high-end tablets or some ARM-based laptops. It comes with 16 gigs of RAM, LPDDR5, and 128 gigs of storage.
128 gigs, but usable is less, right?
Right, about 102 gigs usable once you account for SpaceOS. It's geared towards, productivity, web browsing, email, web apps. The review said it handled those smoothly.
Web apps. So it's mainly running things through a browser, like a Chromebook.
That seems to be the focus at launch, yes. Think Google Workspace, Microsoft 365 Online, Slack, Zoom via the web, very cloud.